Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to see radio group page item. So radio group is nothing but you are going to give a radio buttons in the entry forms or in the page to select any one value. So maybe you come across these forms like you are filling your entry forms, then you will have the options like gender for selecting gender like male, female, others. So when you are going to select your preference like meals preference like veg or non-veg, so kind of those kind of things you are going to select any one value. So in this cases you can use radio buttons. So previously we have just seen check boxes. So if you have not seen those videos, you can check it out in my playlist, Apex playlist. I just made a video on this checkbox group. So here we are just going to see radio buttons, so how to create a radio buttons. So radio button is specially for selecting a single value from a list of options. So let us begin. So in this video I just creating one page item and I'm going to name it as like gender. So now we are going to make it as going to select a gender like either male, female or others from this category. I'm selecting type as radio group. So previously you can see these many types of page items are available. We have just made a separate video on each of these types, so you can check it out when you're free after completing this video. So now we are going to select radio group. So the label is gender. Here you can see number of columns. So number of columns is nothing but in a single row how many columns should display. So as of now it is selected as 1. Now we will select 3. So if it is only in a single row, it will display 3 columns. Below that you need to give source. So it's like same like select list LOV. The list of value is the source for this page item. So here you can see shared component SQL query static value. So now I'm going to give static value. So you just uncheck all these display null values and extra values. So this will create some unwanted extra dummy items. Here I'm going to make it as male M and here female and F and here others and O. So this is the list of values we are going to select from this. From this we are so this is the output we have just got. So here gender, under gender we are getting 3 radio buttons. Since our list of value has 3 records, so we are getting 3. If it is more than 3, then the remaining will be on the next row, since we have selected a number of columns as 3. So now male, female and others. If you select this, it is highlighted. If you select this, this is highlighted. If you select this, this is highlighted. So this is a radio button functionality. So from different list of option you are going to get a single value. So now how to get this value? So for that I am just going to create one dynamic action for that change event. Here I am going to select action as execute JavaScript. Then I am going to display that in a console. So for that console dot log apex item. Here I need to select the page item 33 gender dot get value. So once it is selected, now on selecting that radio button, the value will be popped out in a console. So to check that, I'm going to open the console. You can open the console using Control Shift I, or you can go here, click on these 3 dots, go to this more tools, go to this developer tools. Either by Control Shift I or using this menu option, you can open this console. In this console we are going to print this values. So I'm going to click on the male. So you will see M as printed, and I'm going to click on the female. Now you can see F as printed. Now I'm going to select on the others, O as selected. So like this you can get the values using this radio group. So this is grouping multiple values under one column. The same thing we can see one more scenario. So now we are going to create for a gender. Now we are going to create a page item radio button for the meals preference. For example, you have come across this meal preference, either you want a veg or non-veg. For that we are going to create one more thing. So for that I am going to create one more page item. Here I am going to make it as meals preference. So type as radio button, radio group, that is radio button is nothing but the radio group. Now I'm going to make it as 2, number of columns is 2, and I'm going to scroll below. Here you can see the source has a list of values. So here now, previously we just used this static value, now we will use this SQL query. So I'm just unchecking all this display extra and display null values. Here I'm going to select mail. Now we are going to make it as veg or non-veg. So for that, veg as my display and v as my return value from dual. The same thing I'm going to mention for non-veg. So now for non-veg I'm going to make it as non-veg and here nv. So this is my SQL query. I'm just made a SQL query for the veg and non-veg. Previously we used static value, now we have used SQL query. This is one more example. So now you can see meals non-veg or veg or non-veg. So you are getting, on clicking on this you will get the v or nv as a return value. So for that you can create one more dynamic action on that and you can explore that. So this is the use of this radio group. So mostly you will be using this either or one kind of things. You will be using this radio button, and the checkbox you will be using like selecting multiple values. For example, in the language you are going to select what are the known languages. Now you will be selecting multiple values. So this is like gender or meals preference, then you are going to select either or one. So those kind of situations you can use radio button like either or one. For selecting multiple values you can use checkbox. So please if you like these videos, please subscribe my channel and like this video and share this video to your Apex community to get know things and to spread knowledge. Thank you.